This is OwlUp, where learning happens in minutes, not hours. For a deeper journey, explore all our courses at owlup.co. Now, let's dive in. Welcome back to Personal Branding for Professionals. This is Chapter 2, where we're diving into the world of LinkedIn and turning your profile from digital wallflower into professional powerhouse. We'll cover the essential tweaks and strategies that'll make recruiters and connections actually want to click on your name. Let's get into it. A single photo can make your LinkedIn profile up to 20 times more visible, but most professionals still treat it like an online resume from a decade ago. In this episode, we'll step into 3 very different profiles and uncover why one quietly attracts all the best opportunities. Scroll through LinkedIn and you'll see it instantly. 2 people with similar experience, but one looks like a clear hire and the other fades into the scroll. Same years, same tools, same industries, radically different impact. That gap is rarely about talent. It's about how clearly the story is told to both humans and the algorithm. In this episode, we'll move past having a profile and start designing a profile that speaks, not louder, but sharper. We'll look at how recruiters skim, how the feed decides what to show, and how small edits can completely change the kinds of messages you receive. Think of it like tuning an instrument. Tiny adjustments in headline, skills, and activity can turn background noise into a clear, memorable signal that people actually want to respond to. So now that we've tuned the instrument, we need to think about the stage you're playing on. LinkedIn isn't just a static profile. It's closer to an ongoing conference where your badge, side conversations, and past talks quietly shape who walks up to you next. The algorithm is watching who you talk to, what topics you linger on, and which rooms you keep entering. Recruiters do the same, scanning your recent activity to guess where you're heading, not just where you've been. In this episode, we'll start aligning those signals, profile, skills, and behavior, so they all point to the opportunities you actually want. Start with how the machine sees you. Under your photo and headline, LinkedIn quietly builds a topic map of you from 3 places most people barely think about: your About section, your experience bullets, and your skills list. To that system, helped with data stuff is meaningless. Built Python-based data pipelines for marketing attribution is a beacon. It's not asking, "Are you impressive?" It's asking, "Can I confidently file you under specific problems and industries?" That's why vague buzzwords age badly. Results-driven leader doesn't connect you to anything concrete. But led a team of 6 engineers to ship a payments API used by 40+ clients gives the system, and humans, hooks: team size, function, domain, impact. Think in clusters: tools, Python, Figma, Salesforce; problems, turn reduction, latency, accessibility; and contexts, B2B SaaS, fintech, healthcare. When those clusters echo across about, experience, and skills, you stop looking generic and start looking inevitable for certain searches. Now zoom in on skills. The data is brutal. Adding just a handful of relevant skills massively increases how often you appear to recruiters. Yet most profiles either list everything they've ever touched or hide their real edge in a long, uncurated catalog. A better approach is to treat skills like the set list at a concert. You're choosing what you want to be known for, not archiving your entire history. Capstone skills at the top, supporting skills underneath, old or irrelevant ones quietly removed. Endorsements are a second-order signal here. 1 or 2 from close colleagues are fine. What shifts perception is a pattern. 15+ endorsements on the skills you'd want on a hiring manager's brief. That's what makes a recruiter think, this isn't just self-reported. Finally, your recent activity page is the trailer for how you think. Commenting insightfully on topics you want to be associated with, sharing short breakdowns of problems you've actually solved, and reacting selectively, not to everything in your feed, all tell the system and observers, this is where my career is heading next, even before you say it outright. Think of 3 real profiles. Profile A, a staff engineer who writes, worked on back-end projects. Their activity tab shows random likes on viral posts, nothing about systems, scale, or reliability. Profile B, Same seniority, but their experience highlights reduced P95 latency by 43% on a high-traffic payment service, and their recent comments dissect incident reports from major outages. Profile C, a mid-level engineer who posts brief, clear breakdowns of trade-offs. When not to use microservices, how we phased out a legacy queue without downtime, and tags tools and domains naturally in the text. The surprise, C often gets more targeted outreach than A and, in some markets, even B. Not because they're objectively better, but because their footprint answers two silent questions. What problems do you actually solve? And, how do you think when things get hard? The more your words map cleanly to those questions, the less you have to pitch yourself at all. Your headline and skills might soon act like a boarding pass. Once scanned, they'll quietly unlock or block entire lanes of opportunity. As AI tools auto-generate good enough profiles, the edge shifts to what only you can add: specific stories, unusual skill mixes, and provable learning. Treat new features like skills tests and portfolio modules as open mic nights. Low-risk spaces to show how you think before anyone offers you the main stage. Treat each new project, question, or insight as fresh material, and ship small drafts into your activity feed. Over time, these become a visible trail of how you learn, not just what you've done. Like updating a technical manual after every release, you're quietly training both people and systems to route the right problems and offers back to you. Try this experiment. For the next 7 days, change your LinkedIn headline from a job title-only line to a results-focused one. For example, I help B2B SaaS founders add 15 to 30 qualified demos per month using outbound plus profile funnels. And add a matching About section that tells a short, outcome-focused story in 3 to 4 sentences. Each day, send 5 personalized connection requests to people in your ideal audience, referencing one specific detail from their profile or recent post. Track how many profile views, connection accepts, and replies you get before and after the change. Then decide which version of your headline and About section you'll keep based on the numbers. This was OwlUp, your daily step forward. To keep learning with structured courses and more insights, go to owlup.co. Until tomorrow!